I'm Hannah Cheshire, and these are my last words. One day, I was taking a nap, and I was awoken from my sleep. Not by a dream, an alarm, or a loud noise. It was simply an urge to go to my piano. Jesus woke me up. I rushed down the stairs as if I wasn't just asleep 5 seconds ago, and as I sat down, my fingers began to play a song I'd never heard before. Miraculously, melodies and lyrics flowed through my heart and out of my mouth. The song Open Arms was written in less than 24 hours. Amazed and humbled by what God had just done through me, I had a strong feeling that the song was for someone. A few weeks later, this girl from Kensington reached out to me through a heart-wrenching text. Her name was Allie. Allie expressed to me that she had just been having the worst night ever and she felt like her life was crashing down around her. Shocked and a bit confused that Allie chose me to share this vulnerable part of her life with, I began typing back some encouragement. But halfway through my text, a quiet whisper said to me, "It's for her." At that moment, I knew who the song was for. I quickly recorded Open Arms, sent it over to Allie, and just explained to her how God had completely written it through me. I didn't know her very well, so of course I had some doubts that it was even what she needed to hear. However, a few moments later, all that doubt was washed away by God's faithfulness and Allie's response. Allie said that those specific words were exactly what she needed to hear, and she couldn't believe that God actually saw her. Now, I'm telling you guys this story because this was a life-changing moment for me. It was the moment I finally realized the power and life change that can come from truly abiding in Jesus. I'm going to read John chapter 15, verse 4 for you guys. Jesus says, "Remain in me, as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine, and you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." Now what Jesus is saying there is that he is the vine, and we are the branches that bear that beautiful fruit when we choose to remain in him. But at the end, God says something a little harsh. He says, "Apart from me, you can do nothing." Now, obviously, God doesn't mean that we can't do anything apart from him, but what I think God is saying here is that whatever we do apart from Jesus doesn't have kingdom value and doesn't bear that fruit. There's a difference between kingdom value and worldly value. Worldly value is the things that the world desires, things such as wealth, popularity, perfection, striving for attention, striving for the acceptance of others. But on the other hand, what Jesus values are things like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control. Do those sound familiar? Those are the fruits of the Spirit. Those are the fruits that we can bear when we remain in the vine. Flashing back to when I was in middle school, I didn't quite understand what it meant to have a relationship with Christ. Although I was raised in a Christian home, I didn't really understand what it meant. When I got to middle school, I met all these new people, and I found that I was starting to put my value in these worldly things. I was striving for the acceptance of others. I was becoming friends with the people who I thought would make me cool, and I was doing and saying things just because the world was doing them. Until one day, I had a powerful encounter with Jesus, and I realized that he is worth giving my life to. I realized that living a life for Christ isn't just about going to church every Sunday or devoting your life to him one day a week, but it's about inviting him into every situation in every moment of your life. That's what abiding is, abiding and remaining in Jesus. In John 15, verse 16, Jesus goes on to say, "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last." Now, Jesus chose you. The God of the universe literally says that he chose you first. God is the peace that transcends all understanding. the joy when it doesn't even make sense in times of trouble, in the love that conquered death. This Jesus chose you. So if I were to leave you guys with any last words, it would be to choose him back. God never promised life to be easy, but he promised to always be right there. So remain in the vine and be those branches that bear that beautiful fruit. Choose Jesus back and watch that fruit grow.